Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jason Reynolds here with the Reynolds team, and I am coming at you today with the September 2022 market update. And this is for the County of Peterborough, which also includes the City of Peterborough. And this is for residential freehold homes. So these stats don't include any kind of condominiums or leased land or anything like that. This is just the most common type of real estate that we sell. So these are probably the most relevant stats to share with everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of do a run through of all the numbers, the different stats, and then we'll kind of talk about what all those mean. Okay. So the average sale price, that's the first stat we have up here. And this is again for the County of Peterborough. In the month of September was $768,471. The next stat that I have available for you is the number of new listings, which was 272. The days to sell was 33. And the number of sales was 130. So let's go back to the average sale price. Average sale price in the last year has pretty much stayed the same. I mean, obviously it climbed and it reached its peak in February, but it's kind of come back down to where it was. Now, what I'm also noticing here is that it has sort of leveled out since June. So it hit, a low of 773 in June, went down a little bit more in September. But if you average these months out, we're kind of at the $770,000 price point ish. So that's a good sign in my mind. We climbed this huge mountain, peaked, it came back down, and now hopefully we're seeing it level out. I can't say for sure if that's going to continue, but what I'm hopeful of is that the market has kind of hit its cool down point, and now we're going to see this kind of a level, cooler, less volatile environment for the next little while. Now, if we look at the number of new listings, of course, for this year, we're down in listings, but that happens every year too, right? The number of listings peaks usually in the spring, and then it kind of it tapers off throughout the year. Obviously, the monster peak of the market this year, we saw a huge, and what else I find interesting is that the price peak in the market was in February, but the number of new listings peak was in May. Now, what I think that means is that it was a reaction, because that's when they started jacking up all the interest rates and announcing that interest rates are coming. You see all the fear in the media, inflation going crazy. And, as people, we are a reactive species. So I honestly think that's what happened. And now we're starting to see a bit of a decline again. What I also noticed is that if you look at the year over year number of new listings for September, it's pretty much the same as you've seen in the last 5 Septembers. So not a whole lot to talk about there. Now, where it gets a little interesting is the days to sell and the number of sales. So the days to sell is quite a bit higher. I mean, it was down to 10 days in February, March, and April, and we're all the way up to 33. And that's pretty evident by the number of sales. Okay, so we have the same number of listings coming on the market. Prices are lower. You've got the number of sales is way down, and the days on market is way down. So it might seem like there's a whole lot of inventory on the market, and that's just because they're not selling as quickly. So even though we've seen the same number of listings, they're not cycling through as fast. Okay, and that's typically what you see in a slower real estate market. As far as what's going to happen in the future, I don't know. I wish I had that answer. I wish I had the crystal ball. What I think is that we've reached a bottom of some sort. Whether it's the bottom of the market or not, I don't know. But in a historical sense, we've kind of plateaued, and I think that what we're going to see is a lot of opportunity for buyers. There's going to be more sellers hesitant to sell at this point because their mind is kind of still in the earlier part of this year where the prices were just insane. But you guys should know that was not a typical market. That peak that we saw that happened within a 6-month period, that is not typical. It's never happened that quick before. So the sooner that we can release our mindset from what did happen and get back to the fact that we're seeing more of a normal real estate market, people are going to be able to make more educated decisions, okay, instead of deciding using emotion. I personally did not enjoy last year, having people go into houses without conditions, people not even seeing houses before they purchase them, and just that whole thing. It wasn't it wasn't the proper way to buy and sell real estate. So I really do love the fact that things are starting to calm down again. Okay. In my personal opinion, I would say if you're looking to buy right now, you should be out there looking at least and just see what properties will get you. Talk to your mortgage advisor, get an idea of what you can afford, because yes, mortgages are more expensive now, but also ask them for their outlook on what they think mortgage rates are going to be. Because as I've said in previous videos, your mortgage might seem expensive now, but usually you're going to lock in for a 3 to 5 year term, or you're going to get a variable rate mortgage, which might be a good thing right now because it's still cheaper than a fixed rate mortgage. And then, if your mortgage advisor is recommending or is kind of foreseeing that rates are going to start to decline again next year, you're going to be in a really good position because, first of all, you've bought a house at a discount compared to what it was 6 months ago, 20 to 30% of a discount, to be honest. And then your rates are going to come down, which makes your house more affordable. And then you can relock in at a new rate. So all this expensive mortgage talk is temporary. It's always temporary. Okay. Cheap mortgage rates are temporary. Expensive mortgage rates are temporary. It's all a cycle. So our job here is just to educate you with what's going on, point you towards the right people so you can get sound advice, and hope we can help you make the right decisions. Okay, so that's it for today. I don't want to ramble on too much. I just want you guys to know that we are here for you. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email me back or call anyone on our team. All of our contact info is below, and we look forward to helping you with your real estate needs in the future. Okay, thanks so much. Have an awesome day.